So in part two, I just want to follow up what we did in part one by talking about the three standard deviations rule. So this graph shows what we did here, where we talk about the standard deviation being higher in set 2 than in set 1, while the mean is the same. However, when you display this on like a dot plot, here are all the points from the first set. And you can see here's the average, 50, and the standard deviation was 7.4. And so if we go one standard deviation above the mean and two standard deviations above the mean, you can see that's denoted as the mean plus S or the mean plus 2S. We can go one standard deviation below the mean, which is the mean minus S, and mean minus 2S would be two standard deviations below the mean. That almost always all of the numbers in a set of data set almost always lie within three standard deviations of the mean. And so one standard deviation, this is the average distance away from the mean, above or below it. And almost always, even in the second data set, you can see the second data set had a standard deviation of 14.2. And so if I go 14.2 more and another 14.2 more, by the time I get to three standard deviations below and three standard deviations above the mean, almost always, regardless of what you're collecting data on, will everything be within three standard deviations above the mean or below the mean. And that's what we call the three standard deviation rule. And that, my friends, is lesson 3.2. You can now begin the homework assignment in Math Excel on 3.2, and we will talk about it tomorrow.